Okay, I've always seen these sort of pictures on Twitter quite a bit where the caption is super ambiguous and then it'll be like, click on a picture for a surprise, and then I'm there buying into the clickbait, clicking on the picture, and then trying to figure out what on earth I'm actually looking at. Hello everyone, what is happening? It has been a while. Welcome back to another video here at Top 10. I'm your host Ayman Hassan, and today we're basically gonna be freaking each other out. But before we do that, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to be freaked out by me or with me, make sure to check out the Top 10 Hindi channel as well. Don't worry, there are subtitles. Everyone keeps asking me that, like, oh, I won't be able to understand, I don't speak Hindi. Don't worry, I've got you covered. But without further ado, let's get into it. This is the top 10 scary pictures you have to look at twice. Okay, at number 10, I'm looking at it in the monitor here. What? What is this? How is this guy wearing a mask? I'm very confused right now. It looks elastic, but I don't know how he got it on his head. And I know I should be focusing on the weird figure in the back in like the 17th century clothes who looks 100% ghost-like, but I'm too focused on this guy's face to even be scared by what the hell's happening in the background. Okay, apparently he cut open a bouncy rubber ball and covered his face with it, which I don't even understand how he did, but props to him. First of all, I'm impressed. Secondly, now we can talk about the ghost in the back. Okay, if I was a ghost and I came back from the dead and saw this human I was haunting pulling this kind of crap, I'd be like, no, send me back to the grave. I did not sign up for this. Okay, at number 9, we have this girl doing her makeup in the mirror. This is a very 2007-esque picture, I feel, and it seems pretty normal. I can't really see anything. Scanning. Let's see what I can find. Oh, okay, in the mirror. Okay, so the girl is doing her makeup and there's like it's a very faint face in the mirror. It's not really a face, it's more like a demon ghost sort of thing, and it's very freaky that this is in her room. Is it her room? Is it someone else's room where this figure is haunting this room? I'm very confused. But the ghost looks absolutely fuming, like, how dare you use a shade of blush? Do you have any idea what you're doing? Like, I don't know why this thing is angry, but I feel very sorry for the girl because she's just innocently just there doing her makeup, really, getting haunted. Okay, at number 8 is this portrait of this Asian woman. I think it's just a picture of her. Okay, seemingly this picture looks fine, but it's actually not because I just saw her feet. Wow, okay, at first glance, I was like, there's a mirror behind her. Usually with these pictures, the reflection would be like her own face looking back at her or something like that. And I just thought the freaky thing would be in the mirror, but it's actually her feet. And I know in like some Asian cultures, it's like aesthetically nice looking to have really small feet, and then like they do feet binding as well. But I just assumed your feet would just stay really small. I didn't know they would actually change shape like that. I mean, like, how are her toes even folded over like that? And like her big toe kind of just looks like a cone. Like, how does she wear shoes? That's what I really want to know. But also that must be really painful, so I really do feel for her. I'm sorry that I had to use her as an example. Okay, at number 7 now we have a woman posing with her dog, and the dog really just doesn't look like it wants to be in the photo at all. The woman's so happy posing. The dog's like, no, human, I just don't want to be here. Do you not understand? And I mean, is that the freaky thing, like the dog's eyes? I'm confused. Okay. So there's a figure behind the glass section of her front door. There's just like someone on her front porch just there. Why do these figures always look like they're people from a different century? Like, they never look like modern people just haunting you and lurking around. It's always people from like 40 decades ago. Like, I don't understand. That's probably why the dog looks like he's just himself, because he probably sees and senses and feels the ghost. I've never had a dog, but apparently when they bark at nothing continuously, they're actually barking at like spirits or ghosts. Is that true? Let me know. I've only ever had cats and they don't do that. Okay, at number 6, we have this girl sitting in her dorm room, it seems. And I want to say dorm room because this sort of looks like the bed I had in my dorm, but it could be her house. I mean, who knows? I mean, this seems pretty wholesome. I don't know what I'm meant to be looking at here, but I feel like I say that every time and then I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so I'm scanning. Okay, so there's this guy's face wedged in the corner of her bed, like just under her mattress, and his face is just poking out. If that was me and I saw this photo afterwards, I would move directly out of that room, out of that house, do not pass go, do not collect 200, and just never look back. Of course, this is photoshopped, but I mean, I hope. Fingers crossed it's Photoshop, but that's just so creepy. Okay, at number 5 we have a girl taking a selfie. Okay, what is happening on the back window here? I feel bad, the selfie is actually pretty nice, but how did that guy even get there? I mean, why is he there? I have a lot of questions. He also looks like a demon, but he could also equally just look like he just fallen onto the window, or maybe he chose to jump onto it, I don't really know, but I'm surprised the girl didn't notice mid-picture. I mean, it looks like she was taking a selfie, so in a selfie she should have definitely seen the person behind her, but maybe she was doing it old school and just like turning the phone around. Who knows, but either way, she probably straight up screamed after checking the photos. Definitely not Instagram worthy. Okay, at number 4, we have a really old school photo of some kind of group of girls. Maybe it's actually a school photo. I actually don't know. Literally nothing seems out of the ordinary at first glance, and it actually took me a very long time to figure out what was wrong with this picture. I know now, my eyes have been opened. It's actually this random hand on the girl's shoulder, the girl on the far right. I thought the hand was from the girl behind her. Her arms are actually crossed, so it's obviously not her hands. And then I just realized the girl with a hand on her shoulder just is not even looking at the camera. She's looking elsewhere, on another vibe, on another level, with her decapitated hand ghost friend just not caring about what the hell is going on. Power to you, but also your ghost friends are creepy. Okay, at number 3 now, we have this picture that was apparently captured on a hospital CCTV camera. And the woman in the picture apparently died the same day this photo was taken, but I actually just don't see a woman on the bed. I mean, we have the massive dark figure on the bed. I mean, look at her limbs. Gender unknown, species unknown. It has like a massive bum that goes into its long legs. The feet don't even look like feet. They look like claw, hand, I don't know. I just don't know what to make of this. And the worst part is, it doesn't even look photoshopped. That's the scary part. Maybe it's her spirit that's finally just released into the ether, and that's what her spirit was. At number 2, we have a picture from someone's visitor camera outside their house. And this freaked me the hell out. I mean, what is up with this guy's eyes? I've actually seen this one before, and apparently this is 100% real. So the guy who owns the house was basically asleep, but he kept getting notifications on his phone that the doorbell was detecting a visitor, and he sees the footage the next day and sees this dude. Just imagine, you're sleeping in your house, safe and sound. No. You need to set the scene, have some creepy music in the background. You're sleeping. You have this guy wandering around your door at God knows what hour of the night, probably crazy, probably could kill you, and you find this the next day. I'm shook. Last but not least, at number 1, we have this very old family photo. And I say old because look at the women's hairstyles, that's very circa, I don't know, World War II. But how is this full-on man hanging from the ceiling? He's so clearly there, how did they not notice him during the picture? And I'm sorry, even if he did magically fall from the ceiling at the exact moment this photo was taken, I have 2 questions. 1, if he did fall, how did none of them see his body or anything up there beforehand? And 2, if he fell during the photo, how did the camera not capture their reactions? Like, I would have cried. I don't want to say it's a ghost because the man's body looks so 3D and real, and like, I feel like I could grab the man's belly, but it just doesn't look like an apparition. I feel like it's not Photoshop, I don't know what to believe, and I have no idea what is happening. Just like the case with all 10 photos. And that is all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly did, trying to figure out the story behind all these photos. Let me know which one freaked you out the most or took you the longest to figure out what was going on in the photo. And also share with me the stories behind what you think is happening in the pictures. And before I go, make sure to check out Top 10 Hindi videos if you get a chance. I'd love to see all your faces there. I'm your host, Ayman Hassan, and I'll see you next time. Bye!